Please stand for the presentation of colors by the Air Force Color Guard and the singing of our national anthem by Sergeant First Class Regent G. Brommel, United States Army Recruiting Command.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we've watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. All right, good afternoon. My name is Lance Johnson. I'm the Joint Base Lewis McChord Relocation Program Manager. Welcome, Colonel O'Sullivan, JBLM Command Leadership, candidates, family members, ladies and gentlemen. This is our 11th military naturalization ceremony with U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services Seattle Field Office. And we are delighted to have them here with us today in honor of Veterans Day. As we welcome in America's newest citizens, we honor and give thanks to our nation's veterans and to those who continue to serve our country. I will now turn the program over to USCIS Officer Amber Herber.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Amber Herber, and I'm an Immigration Services Officer with U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services at the Seattle Field Office. I'd like to just remind everyone, if you haven't done so already, please turn off your cell phone or put it on silent or vibrate for the duration of our ceremony. And to further set the stage for today's ceremony, please join me in watching a short film about the history of immigration to the United States.
Good afternoon, Colonel O'Sullivan, Mr. Johnson, candidates, family members, ladies and gentlemen. I am Cindy Munita. I am the Seattle Field Office Director of the United States Citizenship and Immigration Services. We are so very thrilled to join you today to commemorate Veterans Day and to do today's naturalization ceremony. As you well know, Veterans Day is a time to honor, remember, and recognize all military personnel, those currently serving and those who have previously served. November 11th marks the anniversary of the end of the First World War and was originally set aside to honor the heroism of Americans who served in that conflict. It was later designated as a day to honor all American veterans. Candidates, as you recite the oath of allegiance, please remember the men and women in uniform who served before you and who have defended our freedoms since the birth of our nation. This is a very special day and so fitting that we are here at Joint Base Lewis McChord to honor veterans and celebrate citizenship. And now, Officer Herber will begin our call of countries.
We have 15 candidates from 5 different countries represented here today. Candidates, as I call the country of your current citizenship, please rise and remain standing until the call of countries is finished and all of our candidates are standing. The next time that you sit down, it will be as an American citizen. China, Kenya, yeah, go ahead and stand. Nepal, Philippines, South Korea. Director Munita, at this time, it's my privilege to present these candidates for naturalization. Each candidate has been examined by a USCIS officer and has been found to be of good moral character and attached to the principles of the Constitution of the United States. Each has been found to be eligible in every respect for U.S. citizenship. Therefore, I respectfully request that you administer the oath of allegiance on behalf of the U.S. government.
Thank you, Officer Herber. It is my absolute pleasure to do so. Now, family members and friends, this is the perfect opportunity for you to stage yourself to capture the perfect photo if you wish to do that. We'd ask that you do it on the sides here. And our candidates are about to take the oath of allegiance. Okay. Candidates, please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I hereby declare on oath that I absolutely and entirely renounce and abjure all allegiance and fidelity to any foreign prince, potentate, state or sovereignty, of whom or which I have heretofore been a subject or citizen, that I will support and defend the Constitution and laws of the United States of America against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, that I will bear arms on behalf of the United States when required by law, that I will perform non-combatant service in the armed forces of the United States when required by law, that I will perform work of national importance under civilian direction when required by law, and that I take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion. So help me God. Congratulations, you are now United States citizens. You may be seated. It is my honor to be the first to address you as a United States citizen. And as I listen to the words of the Oath of Allegiance, I am reminded that all U.S. citizens enjoy the same rights and responsibilities. One of the things that makes our country so great is that it doesn't matter if your family has been in the United States for hundreds of years and multiple generations, or if you've been a U.S. citizen for about 30 seconds or so. We all enjoy the same rights and responsibilities of United States citizenship. And now I'm very pleased to introduce our keynote speaker, Joint Base Commander Colonel Patrick O'Sullivan.
Wow. Well, before I even start, congratulations. I really appreciate the chance to come and just take a few minutes to provide a few remarks and thoughts. So good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, family members. It's great to see we have family members with us here today, and friends of our newly naturalized U.S. citizens. I'd like to introduce, I'm Colonel O'Sullivan, the Deputy Joint Base Commander, as well as the 627th Air Base Group Commander on the Air Force side. It's my privilege today to stand before you to represent Joint Base Lewis McChord during this year's Veterans Day Naturalization Ceremony. Today's ceremony is important for several different reasons. First, 15 of you sitting in front of me today have successfully completed the naturalization process and earned your U.S. citizenship. This is no small achievement. They've left behind countries, familiar surroundings, perhaps family and friends, all to enlist in our armed forces and pursue their dreams of becoming an American citizen, a dream that's now a reality. Think about the commitment. Consider how hard they've worked, the sacrifices made, and the risks taken, all in pursuit of the American citizenship and the right to live in this great country. To see them sitting proudly before me now, these newly minted American citizens, it's truly inspirational. Each of you provide a refreshing reminder of just how blessed we are to live in such a great country. It's my great privilege to congratulate you on a job well done and say that I'm proud of each and every one of you. It's truly an honor to serve alongside you in the armed forces. Thank you for your service. Today, your hard work and commitment, sacrifice has been rewarded. You've earned the right to be here and proudly swear the oath of allegiance to this great country. By taking the oath, you've reached a turning point in your life. When you leave this room in a few minutes, you do so as American citizens with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities that come along with that. You'll leave here knowing that you're now fully ready to pursue the American dream. So go out there and make us proud, make yourself the American success story we've always dreamed of and heard of. You can now do so because you've proven that you have what it takes to succeed and thrive. Your willingness to step up and serve in the armed forces of your new country, even before you were a citizen, is exemplary. You can take pride in knowing that what you've done continues a proud tradition of immigrant service to our nation. Throughout our history, hundreds and thousands of men and women, just like you, have earned their citizenships by serving in the U.S. Army, Marine Corps, Navy, and Air Force. In fact, immigrant volunteers, both citizens and non-citizens, have proudly served and defended this country since its founding more than 200 years ago. Approximately 450,000 immigrants served in the Union Army during the Civil War. During World War I, approximately 500,000 immigrants served in the U.S. Armed Forces. Again, in World War II, another 300,000. Since October 2001, more than 125,000 immigrants have become naturalized U.S. citizens while serving in the U.S. Armed Forces. In 2016, more than 500,000 foreign-born veterans lived in the United States. You've truly followed a noble path that's been taken by aspiring immigrants worldwide for the past 200+ years. All of us in this room today are here today because they had immigrant relatives who braved the long trip to come here to become American citizens. Many of them earned their citizenships by serving in the U.S. Armed Forces. Like you, they demonstrated their commitment to this great country and what it all stands for. They knew then, but you know now that pursuing the American dream is well worth the sacrifice associated with leaving what you know for the unknown. That's why it's especially appropriate we're holding this ceremony today, just a few days before Veterans Day. This is the day each year when we honor American veterans past and present. It's the day when we honor the sacrifices made by millions of Americans like you who stepped forward to serve and defend their nation during times of war and peace. Like so many who've gone before you, you've answered your nation's call, enlisted, and served proudly. This nation and what it stands for are increasingly under attack by hostile countries and non-state entities that seek to divide us as a people and destroy our democracy, values, and nation. Because of the values this nation was built on and embodies today, are directly threatened by authoritarian governments and powers and their leaders. They know, and so do you, that the United States is a beacon of freedom and hope for people worldwide. This is a nation where people of all ethnicities, faiths, backgrounds can peacefully live, raise their families, work, and pursue the American dream in a free and open society governed by democratic principles and the rule of law. We're a nation where we can, and often do, passionately argue about our differences. Yet we all share one bond, our common love for our country and what it represents as the bastion of freedom worldwide. All of which made it possible for the millions of dedicated Americans and veterans, such as yourself, who have served and are currently serving in the armed forces because they cherish this country and they know it must be defended. Let me close by once again saying congratulations. Thank you for your service to this nation and your commitment to it. Thank you.
Thank you to Colonel O'Sullivan for those heartfelt remarks. We are now going to watch a video message from President Trump to our newest United States citizens, and that will be followed by an inspirational song.
My dear fellow American, it is with great pride that I welcome you into the American family. No matter where you come from or what faith you practice, this country is now your country. Our history is now your history, and our traditions are now your traditions. You enjoy the full rights and the sacred duties that come with American citizenship. Very, very special. There is no higher honor. There is no greater responsibility. You now share the obligation to teach our values to others, to help newcomers assimilate to our way of life, and uplift America by living according to its highest ideals of self-governance and its highest standards. All Americans are your brothers and sisters, and each of us must do our part to keep America safe, strong, and free. America is our home. We have no other. You have pledged allegiance to America, and when you give your love and loyalty to America, she returns her love and loyalty to you. We share one American heart and one American destiny. It is a destiny filled with love, opportunity, and hope. We celebrate this day. We welcome you into our national family. We applaud your devotion to America, and we embrace the wonderful future we will have together. Thank you, God bless you, and God bless America.
Just my children and my wife. Thank my lucky stars to be living here today, 'cause the flag still stands for freedom and they can't take that away. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. to the hills of Tennessee, across the plains of Texas, from sea to shining sea, from Detroit down to Houston, and New York to LA. Well, there's pride in every American heart, and it's time we stand and say that I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA.
I would like to welcome Ha-Un Ryu, one of our newest U.S. citizens, to the stage. And I would like everyone to please stand as she leads us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please be seated. New citizens, please prepare to receive your certificates. As I call your name, I will have you come up over onto this side of the stage. You'll come up the stage this way, and you'll receive your certificate from Director Munita and Colonel O'Sullivan. And then you'll just head back down the stage this way to the same seat where you're sitting now. Friends and family are welcome to kind of come up and snap a photo of your relative or friend as they receive their certificate, but we won't have you stage additional photos at this time. There will be time after the ceremony where you can take additional photos with your friends and family. All right, so we will get started. Solgi Park. Esther Kim. Ha-Un Ryu. Won Gyun Park. Jisoo Park. Riaz Pradhan. Jisoo Meng. Elisa Ferrer Frias. Hyungwook Kim. Jae-Sung Lee. Chi-Do Chang. Shi-Wen Song. Adan Mehos Sison. Duojia Wang. Kelvin Kiongo Kibati.
The service these men and women demonstrate is truly remarkable, as each one of them pledged to support and defend our country even before choosing to become American citizens. As we reflect on the significance of Veterans Day, we leave this afternoon knowing that our country is stronger than it was just a mere 45 minutes ago, with the addition of these 15 new citizens. I want to express my sincere appreciation to Colonel O'Sullivan for the consistent support and partnership with JBLM, and to Mr. Lance Johnson, as it is through their efforts that ceremonies such as today are made possible. Friends, families, guests, thank you for being here today to celebrate with us, and most importantly, new citizens, congratulations. That concludes today's ceremony.